Very wild and hilarious sequence here with Caitlin Collins, CNN host, aka Anchor. Now, some of you guys might be familiar with her, some of you guys might not. We'll go through who she really is and CNN and all of these different things. But the audience here does something wild. They go off script and do something that they weren't supposed to do. And this video is going extremely viral. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to smash the like button, share this video with everybody you guys can. Let's take a look at this viral moment that the internet is talking about. Now, for some of you guys that don't know who Caitlin Collins is, well, let's refresh your memory real quick. I'm pretty sure you remember this moment on CNN.
What's the answer?
Do you mind?
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to. You're a nasty person, I'll tell you.
Can you answer why you?
Very.
So we're here at the Stephen Colbert show. Now, some of you guys that know Stephen Colbert, you guys know that this guy is as Trump deranged as Trump deranged goes. This guy he's probably in the top 5. He might be even number 1 at times, where he cannot stop bashing Trump. All his monologues, opening monologues, are all about Donald Trump. Now watch what his audience does here. Let's take a listen.
Trump has kind of been thrown on his heels by this, and he's not really sure how to go after Vice President Harris. He knew his attack lines on President Biden. He really has struggled with how to go after someone who's 20 years younger than him, who is a different gender, a different race. It's kind of been this moment where he has not been able to coalesce around a single attack line.
I know you guys are objective over there, that you just report the news as it is. Oh, I know. CNN makes a. I know.
Is that supposed to be a laugh line?
I wasn't supposed to be, but I guess it is.
Whoa. Did you guys see that? So Stephen Colbert says, I know you guys are objective over at CNN, and the audience laughs. And she asked something that usually a lot of people wouldn't ask. Was that supposed to be a laugh line? Now, this is all happening live. And basically, yeah, it wasn't supposed to be a laugh line, but I guess they found that funny. Let's play that one more time.
Heels by this, and he's not really sure how to go after Vice President Harris. He knew his attack lines on President Biden. He really has struggled with how to go after someone who's 20 years younger than him, who is a different gender, a different race. It's kind of been this moment where he has not been able to coalesce around a single attack line.
I know you guys are objective over there, that you just report the news as it is. Oh, I know. CNN makes a. I know.
Is that supposed to be a laugh line?
I wasn't supposed to be, but I guess it is. What I wanted to ask is that you guys still have your own feelings, your own bets about what's going to happen on a daily basis. Did you think that Biden was going to step down? Did that take everybody over to see?
Wow. So that is wild. What a moment, right? Like, everybody's been posting about this and basically showing you that even liberals know that CNN is not objective, that they're even laughing at Stephen Colbert. Mind you, these audiences are usually controlled, right? They usually have a sign. They have a sign, and the sign says, laugh, clap, shut up, be quiet. And yeah, they just found it hilarious that Stephen Colbert, once again, as liberals always do, try to lie to your face, even though this is a liberal audience, by the way. This is a New York City audience. People make a line for this show. I don't think any conservatives are lining up to go watch Stephen Colbert in New York City, in Midtown. So we'll play that back one more time here.
Race. It's kind of been this moment where he has not been able to coalesce around a single attack line.
I know you guys are objective over there, that you just report the news as it is. Oh, I know.
No, don't laugh. No. And then
CNN makes a. I know.
Is that supposed to be a laugh line?
I wasn't supposed to be, but I guess it is.
Yeah, that was a wild moment. I ain't gonna lie. But once again, let's stick with who Caitlin Collins is. Caitlin Collins, one of her recent moments here was trying to attack Trump with Senator Cotton here. And let's Tom Cotton basically handles her. Let's take a listen.
I just want to quote his words to you, Senator. He said, "I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?" You can defend those comments tonight?
And he also said either is fine, both is fine. He loves African Americans, he loves Indian Americans, he loves all Americans. The point is that we don't know where she stands politically because she spent her entire life as a dangerous San Francisco liberal. And now in the last 10 days, she's tried to flip-flop on every single position. Well, I should say she hasn't tried to flip-flop because she's sending out anonymous campaign aides to say that she no longer holds views that she held when she ran for president in her own right. When is she going to come on Caitlin Collins' show or Jake Tapper's show or go on 60 Minutes or have an unscripted press conference and answer to the American people where she stands on the issues that matter to them, on whether or not they can pay the bills on July 31st at the end of the month, whether or not they're going to be able to pay them next month, whether or not we're going to have another 10 million illegal aliens in our country under a Kamala.
But Senator, that doesn't matter to me because we are objective. Even a liberal audience can see right through this right here. The fact is, she wants to talk about drama. She wants to talk about BS. Tom wants to talk about policy, wants to talk about the struggles of everyday Americans. But the mainstream media's job is not to be objective. The mainstream media's job is to stir up drama in politics. Why? Because it's way better than the WWE. And guess what? For the last 10 years, CNN knows that all of their ratings and money comes from talking about who? You guessed it, Donald Trump. So there's no objective here. She wants to go back to talking about the BS of Donald Trump, race, Kamala, Jamaican, African American. Who cares? What are the everyday American people going through? And that's what Tom Cotton is telling her. But we'll watch. This is why maybe the audience knows.
Whether or not they can pay the bills on July 31st at the end of the month, whether or not they're going to be able to pay them next month, whether or not we're going to have another 10 million illegal aliens in our country under a Kamala Harris presidency.
We have had that conversation about her policy views, but how does her changing her views on her policy justify having the Republican nominee questioning her race? How does
does anybody know her policies? Does anybody know where she stands on fracking? Does anybody knows where she stands on immigration? Does anybody knows where she stands on the Israel-Hamas war? Does anybody know where she stands on Putin? Does anybody know this? Nobody knows her policies. What are you talking about? And then she goes back to talking about nonsense. This is what they do.
The Republican nominee questioning her race. Does that increase or decrease your party's chances of winning in November?
Well, Caitlin, you haven't had that conversation with Kamala Harris because she's been hiding out.
I want to have this conversation with you, Senator.
Just like Joe Biden hid out before her. And my point is, when are you and the rest of the media going to demand that Kamala Harris come out and answer questions in an unscripted format about where she stands for this country, as opposed to continuing to focus on what Donald Trump said today?
Hey, man. Hey.
Kamala Harris come out and answer questions in an unscripted format about where she stands for this country, as opposed to continuing to focus on what Donald Trump said today. 4 years ago, Joe Biden said, if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. Could you imagine a more insulting comment? Joe Biden is presuming to judge the political views of 1/8 of our fellow citizens.
Okay, I'm getting cooked. We have to move on. I'm getting cooked. We got to move on from this.
Based on their skin color. Did you ever ask Kamala Harris to condemn his remarks?
Damn.
There are
Did you ever ask him or ask her if that was racist?
But Senator,
this is a question. You're a Republican senator, so I want to ask you about the Republican.
Did you ask Kamala Harris? Caitlin, did you ask Kamala Harris why she's willing to serve as vice president for a man she essentially called racist and a segregationist? Have you or anyone else in the media?
Oh, she got cooked. She admits defeat by the look on her face. A lot of people say she looks like Dylan Mulvaney, but that's just a joke. I really, really want to move on from that.
Caitlin, did you ask Kamala Harris why she's willing to serve as vice president for a man she essentially called racist and a segregationist? Have you or anyone else in the media asked Kamala Harris those questions, Caitlin?
Yeah, it's over. But one of the best moments of all time is, this got to be one of the best moments. I think this is what put Caitlin on the map, but this is what they want, right? This is what a platform like CNN wants. They want to put people on platforms when they do either something stupid or something good. Here, you be the judge.
So
Allowed to say that?
when they went to the Capitol and they were breaking into the Capitol, smashing windows, injuring police officers, why did it take you 3 hours to tell them to go home?
I don't believe it did. Oh, let me pull it out. I have to pull it out. So if you look at on January 5th, the day before, I said, please support our Capitol Police and law enforcement. They are truly on the side of our country. Stay peaceful. Stay peaceful. This was the day before, and this was in the form of Twitter. Now use Truth Social. I think it's far superior. Okay. I hope everybody's on Truth. If you look January 6th, this is before 2:30. I am asking for everyone at the U.S. Capitol to remain peaceful. This is right after, as it was happening. But what happened is they took it down. I don't know why. I think they took it down because it was so good. They didn't like it being up there. I am asking, and we didn't know until I got it back, because now
It's got to be one of the best moments of all time. I think this moment is so underrated now because so many things have happened since this town hall here with CNN and Trump. But bro, this is too good.
I have 90 million people waiting for me to go back, but I'm on Truth and I'm staying on Truth. Listen, I am asking for everyone at the U.S. Capitol to remain peaceful. No violation. We want no violation. We want no violence. Remember, we are the party of law and order. Respect the law and our great men and women in blue. Thank you. That was at 2:30. That was very early.
Mr. President, I looked at the same time.
Yeah. So now you guys know who she is, and this is a wild moment here that she had on the late night show with Stephen Colbert. Now, once again, I used to watch these shows. I used to watch Jimmy Kimmel a lot. I used to watch Jimmy Fallon, but I don't know, they just began getting annoying. They began getting real political. And bro, these like Jimmy Fallon not so much because I don't see him. I got Jon Stewart. Like all these people just became so Trump deranged, but they saw that there was an opportunity in these ratings, I guess. But I don't know if you guys watch any of these shows, or you're probably familiar, but I wouldn't stand online to go to this guy's show. I really wouldn't. But the craziest part about it is that the audience went off script, and this video is the reason why I'm making this video today. So ladies and gentlemen, make sure to smash the like button. See you guys on the next one. I hope you guys, once again, please smash the like button and share this video with as many people as you guys can. I really would appreciate that. And thank you so much for always staying tuned. All right, guys. I see you guys on the next one.